My name is Danish and I've come all the way from Philadelphia, just across the border. From telemarketers to customer service reps and new managers and professional athletes. There's no doubt that recording and reviewing one's performance with a coach can be an effective and quick way of improving your own performance and identifying issues. Now, sales reps get their own fair share of coaching, but they're so busy. They're always shuffling those client visits, trying to schedule that new business call, and many more things. Further complicating the issue is that sales teams are spread across market and across the world, and thus hindering the company's ability to bring them together and give them targeted coaching. And that's where Oratio comes in. Oratio is a sales pitch analytics software that helps sales rep improve their content as well as delivery with our AI. The market is huge. There are 20 million salespeople in the US alone, and our target are the millennials in small and medium-sized companies in the software sector, because these guys are early adopters and they're very willing to take on new technologies. Until now, with the advancements in machine learning and deep learning, a machine was not able to understand the nuances of human communication, like confidence, energy, tone, and that's where Oratio comes in. Oratio stands at the intersection of sales coaching and speech analytics. Oratio is an all-in-one sales coaching platform. It integrates directly with their telephony systems as well as WebEx and GoToMeeting when they're doing web demos. So they are not doing anything extra. They're currently just selling, and this is a layer on top of their existing systems. Moreover, we have trained our machine learning algorithms with tons of speeches. So now when a sales rep practices in our app or speaks into an app, it can give them an objective score on how confident they seem. Moreover, the clarity, are they enunciating the words correctly? Are they clearly valuing the proposition? And the tone, do they sound arrogant, angry, happy, or open? And lastly, after attending a few sales meetups, the sales reps told us that the primary factor that helps close them the deals is the energy they bring to the table, and we give an objective score for that. We have been working on this for the last 5 months. It's no longer a hypothetical solution to a real problem. We have been gaining immense traction. People are loving this platform, and we have our beta, the feedback I showed you, already out there in hands of a few sales reps. We are predicting around 1.5 million in revenue in 2018, and then just up and above from there. Today, we are looking for 250,000 as a safe dock. This will primarily be used towards customer acquisition costs, around 40%, and more 60% will be towards the product development, hiring full-time speech data researchers for building these AI technologies.
The AI itself, I think, is quite advanced. You're dealing with something here that's multifaceted and very difficult to validate. You may end up in a situation where your software is learning, or your AI is learning, that this is a good salesman, not because he's a good salesman, but because he's a good speaker, and things like that. So I'm curious to know how you validated your model. How did you actually assure that the model is correctly identifying good salesmanship? And secondly, you talked about a 60% need for development in this, and that kind of makes me concerned. Is this product there yet?
Yes, so for some of the advanced functionalities that we are talking about, to hit those 2018 goals, we need that much funding. So for 2017, as I mentioned, we have the product in place. But for these more advanced functionalities, like some deeper analytics that we have in the product pipeline, we do need some funding for that.
Hello everyone, my name is Ashkan. I'm CEO of Tirita Smart Solutions. Today, I'm here to talk about my product, a Smart Care Platform. Aging population is increasing. 70% of people aged over 65 expect some form of long-term care during their life. None of the product in the market today has a complete solution to connect the family member and caregivers to their loved one. As a result, the family member cannot take care easily of their loved one, or they have to spend too much time to stay informed about their condition. Our solution is a combination of hardware and software. It's including wearable devices that gathering the data from the seniors and send it to the cloud in the secure way. It's including web application and a smartphone application that analyze the data, continuously monitor the senior's situation, and alert the family member and caregivers in the case of emergency. For more than 600 million people worldwide, age over 65, the new connected living technology, new wearable technology, provide a kind of new independency and a better quality of life. This product is more than $300 billion. The market size in the North America is more than $30 billion. And we believe that we will able to make more than $115 million revenue during next 5 years. Now imagine that you are a caregiver. You are going to take care of your parents or your grandpa. We will provide your grandpa with this stylish watch. This is for connectivity. This is all they need, actually, and they don't need to interaction with the system. We'll provide you a smartphone application and web application. Now, in the case of emergency, your grandpa can call you easily by using this SOS button. So you can communicate. We have two-way voice communication. You will be able to set safe zone area. So if your grandpa goes out of the safe zone area, you will get a notification. Today I'm here to ask your help. I'm asking for $300,000 instead of 10% of my company. Thank you.
What do you want to use the capital for? I don't think I heard that.
So most of those goes for the marketing and sales, and the rest for like the product development and manufacturing.
What's your revenue today?
Actually, we don't have any customer yet, but we already tested our product with the care facility. So we have a PO for the care facility from Ottawa.
I want to zero in and hone in on your actual product, because there's different pieces to an investment, right? There's the jockey, the horse, and the race. You're the jockey. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll say you guys are superstar jockeys, okay? The race is people are getting old, there's caregiver issues, so I buy that. I'm not so sure about the horse yet, because the horse, which is the product that you described, and you only have $50,000 for product development, basically, it reminds me to take my medications or go to an appointment. So it's a reminder notice, which is easy to program. There's no barriers to entry to creating an appointment alert. You've got a where are you, because most watches today, just like this iPad's got a tracker on it, so to know where somebody is already exists, right? And you've got an SOS button. I'm not sure if you've got enough products that's going to warrant a $320 watch and $30 a month.
Hi everybody, good afternoon. My name is Suman and I'm the founder and CEO of Singular. We are a Canadian AI company that is focused on creating the next generation of business analytics and business intelligence tools for the next generation of a connected enterprise and powered by AI. From my experience, there are three big challenges that are faced by business to consumer enterprises in the world. Who's my target customer? Problem number one, analytics costs a lot of money, it is expensive, it is a time-consuming process. Costs a few $1 million and 9 to 12 months at least to get something meaningful out of it. Number two, it is labor-intensive. You need visualization engineers, you need data scientists, you need data analysts, and a bunch of people to create meaning and value in analytics. And in the industry, there's a huge shortage of data scientists or technical resources who are capable of doing this job. The situation is bad and it's getting worse. Problem number three, on value. After spending all this time and money, the value is still questionable because what you get is a bunch of dashboards and reports The era of dashboards and reports is over, truly over. We are in the era of AI where executives demand instant information, instant access to information to enable the decision making. How do we solve this problem? So we came up with this concept of what we call a smart advisor with a specific focus on marketing process. Just by all the executives, by asking in just plain English language, they can access any advanced analytics for their decision making. It could be a descriptive analytic, it could be a predictive analytic, it could be recommendations on the entire customer process or a customer journey. But we have a very specific focus on the marketing process and how we can be the best in the industry on that. And the IP that we have built enables us to understand every customer's journey intimately so that you can personalize, you can have recommendations going right down to targeted to a single customer level. That's the level which we have been able to accomplish. I'm looking to raise $500,000. The figure is really $1 million, but I'm looking to raise 500 through private equity and maybe another 500 through non-dilutive funds. And the money is towards scaling, to run much faster, to spend on the product development, and also for sales and marketing to break into a new vertical. So my vision for this product is, I see this as a foundation for how can you do a marketing process much better, and how can we fundamentally transform marketing to a very automated function in which I see a very lean marketing organization in the future, in which a lot of the functions in the marketing are automated by an AI like this. Thank you.
What I love about your technology is the fact that you are focused on marketing. A lot of companies put money in marketing. I like that. I like the artificial intelligence, and I get how disruptive this could be.
It's a very, very crowded space. I actually think you've been successful to date because you haven't really entered that space and you've become a bolt-on to CRM. I actually think the way you've gone by accident or design is a smart way to go, and you might even want to refine it further. Your traction seems to be in the educational marketplace, who wouldn't be pitched CRM tools and have all of the crowded marketplace as a traditional CPG or a retailer, a CMO might. Why not stick to that vertical and own it?
Oh, you mean the higher education
opposed to
vertical?
just trying to conquer the world. I'm scared of you trying to conquer the world in a very crowded space. You only have one piece of the CRM puzzle. The CMO wants to be the headache to go away, and it wants one-stop shopping.
Looking at all the noise in the marketplace and all the alternative choices, if you did the self-serve,
Yes.
that part would be really dynamic.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I would even sell that before you deliver it
Yeah.
as where you're going.
Exactly. No, that's the reason in product development I'm looking for money, because I need to take it to self-service model.
What are you offering in exchange for the $500,000?
What's the deal?
USD?
Oh, okay. What's the valuation?
Yes.
I'm thinking a valuation of $4 million.
$4 million?
Yes.
What percent?
I think that would probably translate to, little around, below 13%.
I think what we do is we talk to you further and see how we can bring more intellect from us, our team, to yours, and particularly the self-serve model. I think that's where you're going to get the big bang for your buck.
Yep.
We would take a look at acquiring a piece of your company for a different way of entering in and investing. So we'll have a chat with you.
I'd love to know how you're feeling right now.
I'm feeling very excited, This was a very knowledgeable panel of investors. I came in with one idea and I'm leaving with 10.
Thank you so much. I wish you all the best in there.
Awesome.
Good
Thank
luck.
you.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you?
Morning.
Are you excited?
Very excited.
Yeah?
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So let's get right down to business, yeah?
Yeah.
So the first thing is that yesterday when you did your presentation to the group, you said something in the middle of it that was kind of eye-catching or interesting to me, and that was that you are the product of the product, right? Is that correct?
That is correct.
Yeah. Yet when you were starting off, you seemed like at odds with yourself, kind of not sure where you were heading to, where you were going. So if you are the product of the product, how good is the product?
Let me hear from you. Did you think I was confident? Did you think I brought energy to the stage?
At the beginning, no. At the beginning, you seem like a very scared and not sure. That's what I'm asking. See, even right now, your communication is different. It's much more human than when you first walked in. So that's what I'm trying to get to. Is the software designable enough to be able to bring that out in a person? Because unless you're able to bring that out in a person with that confidence and that clarity and that that sincerity, it's going to be very robotic what the software ends up doing.
Yeah. I think my tone just changed because you pointed it out.
Yeah.
Danish, you sounded robotic at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I also realized that. And so I changed. I definitely think you can teach a machine anything.
We may have to take a look at readjusting your current structure to meet what we need to meet with so that we can actually come in with your financial partner.
Definitely.
Meaning that you're not going to have to need any other financial partners as we go forward. So we become that. That's it. So you don't have to keep looking for capital. And all we want you to do is do what you do best, which is constantly develop this thing with even some of our input as to where we can actually take this technology and make use of it.
Yeah.
So if you're open to that, it'll be what we'll do is we'll send out our letter of intention to you, what that's going to look like, and then you guys can respond back saying yes, makes sense to you, and you want to go forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll just put together some additional information that we would need. Yeah.
That is the normal process, and we would be happy for going forward with that.
All right. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Thank
and
you.
we look forward to doing some business together.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks a lot, man. Awesome.
Nice meeting you guys. I remember Steve Jobs' quote who said, you cannot connect the dots looking forward, but you can only connect them looking backwards. And this is the position I stand in right now, where all these pieces of puzzles, they come together. And they wouldn't have come together if I was not out there. You always have to be there and seek for any opportunities. You never know what might land onto you and how you connect all of these together.
Hello, 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 hello.
How are you?
Good, good. How are you?
Good morning, Suman.
Morning.
Are you excited?
Yes, I am. Very
Yeah.
super excited.
We wanna work with you. The thing is that we for our purposes, our capital would not be safe at this moment in time. So let's keep in communication with each other. Have you begin the sales process and start to really zero in on the universities as your base model, right?
Yep.
Let's start working on generating some revenues. What we can do for you is give you access to some of our contacts that could take your software and make use of it. Then what we want to do is we want to take a look at the analytics that you're able to provide, use it correctly, and go back to the users and show them what the benefit would be while you are developing on the self-extraction model.
Yeah.
That's going to be a very valuable thing. What we're suggesting to you right now is this, that have you take a look at investing time and money that you have now, looking at obtaining a lot more universities as users. Let's gather that. Okay. Let's build that up together while we stay in communication. Okay. And we'll help you. We'll guide you. We'll provide you with mentorship. We'll provide you with guidance as far as the legal side is concerned, the treasury side is concerned. Then when you are poised is when we'll make a substantial investment, and we'll talk about that.
Okay.
At that time.
That sounds very good.
All right, cool.
All right, so great. Thank you.
Living in a rural place like Nova Scotia, you don't get too many opportunities to connect with similar professionals and to see what they think about it and also get a validation on what you're doing. So for me, it was more than just investment, and investment is just one of the reasons that I was here. And I met a lot of great people, got some excellent feedback from the investors on how I could potentially do my business much better. I got a good validation on what I was doing. And I also met a bunch of thought leaders, and it was very nice to connect with them to see their vision of how AI is evolving and how do we think that AI products will evolve, and how does the product that we are trying to build fits into the larger scheme of things.
Now, do you actually feel confident that the investors will invest in you and that they believe you have the right solution?
I hope so. I hope so. Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Hello.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
How are you?
How are you?
Good, good.
Are you excited?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
I think what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to decide which market you want to tap into. You want to do the hardware side or the software side. Because if you, what you're trying to do right now, and what we saw is you're trying to get into both legs, and with other companies, they're way ahead. We'll be way ahead, right? And the other question that somebody asked was, you know, how do you get an elderly to even put on a watch if they're going to forget their stuff? So if the elderly is not willing to put on a watch, where are they going to be? So the point being is this. What we want to do is we want to support you in moving forward. Yeah?
Sure,
and here's how we're going to do this. We're going to take a look at how we can have one of our team members provide you with help in reorganizing, first of all, your company correctly, okay, so that it can be poised for capital. Number one. Number two, we'll have our people work with you to sort of move you forward. Yeah? And then after that, as we start to see revenue, then we'll take a look at the amount of capital that we can inject safely, because our capital has to be safe, obviously. So that's where we're at. Yeah? Sounds good?
Yeah, sounds good.
So we'll be talking some more over the next week or two, and we'll go from there.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
All right.
Thank
See
you.
you.
Yeah. You know, for me, honestly, the innovation and business is not just making money, right? So for me, making people happy is more important, you know. So the thing that like keep me motivated is that, you know, I've always have my parents in background. So, and I really like to find this best solution can help them to improve their quality of life. So this kept me like the kind of ambitious and alive on this business.